Good morning and welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Wednesday, the 27th of August. So let's get on and look at what points of impact we could have this morning. Firstly, let's bring up the news here. He says, there we go. So I'm going to just bring up Forex Factory. Still the best news summary sheet out there. So we've got this morning then nothing. we've sorry, I'm just focusing on Wednesday. We've got the inflation data there for Australia. That's out. So 2.3 was expectation. 2.8, so 0.5% more than expected. We'll have a look at the effects of that in a short while. But it's maybe put on by tariffs. We'll see. Or caused by tariffs. We'll see. Anyway, I'm looking for what's coming for the rest of the week. There's not a great deal this week because it's next week is non-farms, which will be really watched. Well, we do have on Friday the core personal consumption expenditure, so that's it. Anyway, today there's no scheduled news there. Aside of what Mr. Trump might come out with later. So let's crack on and look at the Forex markets. I've got the Dow Jones showing here at the moment. Didn't really want to do that. Let's go on to the Euro and start from the top. The Forex markets first, and this is a first look for me because I rebooted my computer, so I'm a little bit behind in terms of looking at the charts in any detail, so bear with me. Some of these charts are going to be showing this sort of will you go away? That's it. Just needs an adjustment on the first one and then we'll be cracking. So euro dollar, get back to the beginning here. It's going a bit sideward now. It's more lacking direction now. Yesterday I'd put this regression channel on, but we managed to bounce from the center of where it was going. So the reason I put this on is because when we got news that's sort of a news that's had an impact on the market but is already priced in, so which is the case, and basically it came back to where it was going, but it's whether it's going to continue in the way it was going further, because it's on the when we look at it on the dailies, it's looking quite choppy here. It has got scope to continue to the roll over. It didn't. I got stopped out on a trade yesterday. I was talking about the breaks of the lows here and whatever else, and just never happened for me. I got stopped and didn't come much beyond the highs there, and it's rolled again, but it's gone a bit iffy again, and with no real driver, it could get into the doldrums here, so I'm being a bit careful. So nothing at the moment on this euro. A possible breakdown below these lows, but be careful, it may just come and give us a triple bottom. Right, the pound. It's not too dissimilar in terms of price action, so it's consolidating within the range. It's all tied up into Friday's bar there at the moment, and everything's inside bars. So you're effectively getting these triangles, which a breakout of a triangle is often decidedly dodgy. If it's driven by news, it's a lot easier, significant news that is. But you see yesterday, really choppy old day. That too broke down. Fortunately, didn't get into everything here. Moved back up later. Still looking very bitty. No real trades there at the moment. So I do apologise if I'm going to be saying there's no real trades. There's no real trades. It's my first look. I'd like to be picking things out. The yen, I just not interested in getting into this. It's as choppy as anything. It's really no point me studying that too much as it stands. It's consolidated-ish or range traded. Much the same as the Aussie dollar. I expected this to have been moved a lot more today. For first look at it, it's really not had any impact on that news. Really, it had a little blip there at 2 o'clock, but obviously there's some reasoning behind it which I haven't yet read. But messy. We had that charge up last Friday. It's sort of stuck with the Aussie, whereas everything came back to in direction. This one hasn't. It's held up there, and well, it's just consolidating where it is. Not really of interest there. US dollar CAD. Sometimes you just got to accept that the markets ain't going anywhere, and it's best just to leave them. This has gone all flat and ugly again. So we've gone from this sort of stage over the last few weeks where we've had some decent moves and opportunities, but it's all gone a bit sort of flat again here. But it's not. It happens quite a lot as we approach September. Remember, we've got well, so I think it's 21st of September or something like that when we get the news out, the Fed news. And even that's priced in. But anyway, it's what comes with the news. New Zealand dollar. This looks a little bit more in a trend. Looks like it could be still pushing off southbound, but it's. I mean, even yesterday it well, got into a bit of a move, never really went anywhere, and played against the rest. Well, no, I played with them in the end. Yeah, messy. So nothing here of the major currencies that I really want to be trading this morning. Things might change as we run through the day, but that means not a lot there on the majors. I'll look at the crosses in a short while. I was looking at the Euro Aussie yesterday, but what happened there? Just come back. Not a lot is the answer, because I can see from the daily bar it didn't do a great deal. That was the, where are we? Started coming off as 3, so I was looking back here at 7, wasn't I? Really didn't do too much at all. Came off back in the afternoon. Really indecisive markets. Right, if that's the way I want to play, I'm not in the game. Gold, this looks a bit more interesting. Still within its range. Overall on the dailies, it's not really given too much of a clue. The problem is, some of the time it will take a breakout, but then just come back and consolidate, and you're sitting there in risk for quite a long time. I quite like this bit of price action we're seeing at the moment, but we've got higher lows, higher highs. If this had been the other way around and retraced to where it is now, I'd be looking at the short side down to the S1. But yeah, it's going against. Whoops, I don't want to go to natural gas. Let's go to oil instead. So again, off a quarter this morning. Came off yesterday quite strongly, and well, really again slowing up there. It did get the afternoon move, but against the short-term trend. And well, at the moment drifting back up again now. I would like it to come back during the morning session into that pivot and then get a reaction off that. I can't see a lot else. I mean, it might just run through to TS1, etc. Might have some opportunities there, but still not trading it. It was looking like it was coming back into sort of like a tradable option for me, an asset, but it's I've just not wanted to trade it when it looks so ugly. It's alright going back and saying, well, you could have done this and you could have done that, but when you're looking at it at the time, it's like, this market, where's this going to go then? Potential to the upside, looking at 4-hourly S&Ps here. Sorry, I should have mentioned it's not far away from all-time high, so what's going to stop it going and giving us an all-time high, eh? Every time it looks like a bit shady. Earlier in the week it looked lower highs coming through here, looked soft. Sorry, early in the week. It was earlier in the week. It's alright, I'm getting my days got wrong, but there we go. So the early in the week bit, yep, looking soft there, but it's since caught the bounce. Yesterday pushed up there, high low coming through no man's land where it sits at the moment, but the potential further upside. Other markets, the FTSE, it's pretty flat this morning ish. It doesn't look like it on here, of course. Now I've said that it's 0.1 down on the open. But it's near the all-time highs. As much as I was looking at this yesterday thinking, well, we could see further downside on this, it never really it never did too much. It come 9 o'clock it turned completely the other way, and I started turning the other way, bounce. It's looking soft again where it is at the moment. I still from a fundamental point of view think it's flawed in terms of what we've seen here, but we've got foreign money coming in to these markets on quite large scale, and you can't fight what's happened. Well, you can fight, but you can lose. You can't impose your will on the markets as much as we'd like to. German DAX really just still continuing this sideward action. It's gone dead again. It does this. Has good phases where you've got reasonable trends to be had on during the weeks. Could be rolling over here, but the overall phase is quite choppy either side, and it's just high risk at the moment. It looks like, well, break of the lows here, continuation down to the S1 potentially. But do I like it? No. So best thing is to stay out of it. So there we are. Not anything today to say, well, I'm going to do this or that. Did I look at the euro yen? Is there anything before I leave that? No, that's already running, and that's not going. No, it's okay. I was just looking at a cross pair that I trade quite a lot. In fact, I will just bring it up and check it out here on the short term. It's one that does get into sort of some decent moves, but no is the answer. There's nothing there for me. Right, I shall leave it there. I wish you a great day watching. Maybe trading if you're a scalper or whatever, but it's certainly these markets I'm not interested in getting to at the moment personally. So it'll be a good afternoon in Cambridge for me later. Have a good one. Take care. Bye for now.